Every 6 seconds, one person dies from a tobacco-related disease. According to WHO's latest Global Tobacco Control Report, that equals around 6 million people a year, a grim toll requiring increasingly stringent regulations in order to rein in the deadly global tobacco epidemic.
We measure what are called the Empower measures, which are the core best buys to reduce tobacco use from the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control. Things like banning smoking in all public places and workplaces, banning all forms of advertising, and the focus of this report, raising taxes and prices on tobacco products, which has been described by a group of Nobel economists this year as a phenomenal best buy.
As one of the main risk factors behind diseases such as cancers, cardiovascular and lung disease, and diabetes, putting a stop to the spread of tobacco remains key, says WHO, even despite the great obstacles ahead.
The tobacco industry, as the merchant of death, certainly is the main obstacle. They propagate lies and misinformation, particularly on the most effective measures, and tobacco tax is one.
The United Nations Millennium Development Goals, the MDGs, galvanized the world to produce the most successful anti-poverty movement in history, helped lift more than 1 billion people out of extreme poverty, made inroads against hunger, and enabled more girls to attend school than ever before. This is according to the final assessment of the MDGs, launched this week in Oslo, which found that the 15-year effort to achieve the goals was largely successful across the globe, despite a number of shortfalls.
The report confirms that the global efforts to achieve the goals have saved millions of lives and improved conditions for millions more around the world.
However, despite remarkable gains, it will take more to ensure the poorest and most vulnerable people are not left behind, especially as the international community is in the process of formulating a new set of development goals for the next 15 years.
Progress has not reached everyone. Too many people have been left behind, particularly the poorest and those disadvantaged because of their sex, age, disability, ethnicity, or geographic location. Too many women and children continue to die during pregnancy or from childbirth-related complications. And too many people lack adequate sanitation facilities, especially in rural areas.
The report also draws attention to climate change and environmental degradation that undermine progress achieved, and noted that conflicts remain the biggest threat to human development. In the Norwegian Arctic, Secretary General Ban Ki-moon inspected a melting glacier under a cloudy sky. This is climate change, up close and personal.
I'm just close to 250 meters to the glacier. It looks magnificent, but at the same time, I'm alarmed that there are so many cracks it may soon break. They are melting very rapidly.
This week's visit to the Blomstrand-Breen Glacier comes just a few months shy of the 2015 UN Climate Conference in Paris, where member states will aim to adopt a new climate agreement.
I fully agree with what scientists have been projecting, that unless we take action now, we will have to regret. We have to keep global temperature rise below 2 degrees.